Well, hello there. This is Bob Decker. I'm a tarot card reader and a certified clinical hypnotist who specializes in past life regression. Today I'm sitting here at the Griffin's Loft, my home away from home, with my good friend here, Laurie. I almost said Larry.
That's good.
I almost switched your gender. How about that?
How about that?
I know that in an absolute sense we are transgender, we are trans anything.
Yes,
we are eternal spirit. But in this incarnation, Laurie is a channeler, a healer.
Yes.
She especially heals in cutting etheric cords, which are, am I correct, unwanted?
Unwanted, well, etherical cords represent positive and negative energies. And as human beings, we have a need to develop them because they represent relationships. So this is all going to be channeled. I'm going to channel this whole thing now. I am not responsible for how this is going to turn out. I just want you to know that. In developing etherical cords, the human beings on this planet develop negative and positive etherical cords, which are lines of energy.
Okay.
Positive etherical cords are very thin, wispy, web-like, and they're attached to the chakras. Negative cords are thicker, and they look like surgical grafting tube, and they represent negative issues in relationships or in human beings. They might represent anger, they might represent addictions, codependency, and a myriad of other types of issues that might come up that would be negative. And what I do, I go into the energy field, look within to the soul, to the different chakras, and I visualize these etherical cords. And with the soul's permission, I cut the negative ones. So that's one part of what I do. The other part of what I do is that I go into the soul, into our astral field and our aura. And we have many different layers of energy that our cells give off in our bodies. And the outer area, I call the outer astral field, we pick up negative debris, just like you would pick up from a street, or you would want to bathe after a full day of sweating. And then we have what we call our inner astral field, which also collects negative debris. And I specialize, I can get rid of the negative debris in both. And then what I do is I open up the crown chakra, and I have the energy from the universal energy source come in and start cleansing the chakras and cleansing each one of them, removing blockages, negative debris. I remove entities that might be in due to addictions, due to codependency. And I can also, as an RN, visualize the body in terms of what it actually looks like and go into the areas that are lacking energy, which would promote themselves as diseased. And I can alter them energetically and push positive energy through these areas and essentially heal the body. So Bob, do you have any questions about that?
Yeah, how do people feel after you do all this to them, or for them?
Well, some people would describe the feeling as a pressure in their head. They then have ever so slight tingling that flows down. One person, after I removed her negative etherical cord, she needed a thorough cleansing and a thorough healing of her diaphragm and all her digestive cavity area.
Okay.
They have hot flashes, They might have hot flashes as I do it. But after the initial cleansing and cutting of the etherical cord and the altering of energy in the diseased parts of the body, these people slowly but surely see an improvement physically and emotionally.
Excellent. So they feel better in the long run.
They absolutely do.
And it's not really that long of a run. I mean, generally, how long does it take for people to feel like a change emotionally or spiritually?
I would tell you that it could be anywhere from instantaneously to a couple of days. It depends on the person. These people that have it done, they begin to see subtle changes. Especially, I can go with let's go with physically. When I alter the body, the diseased portions of the body energetically, physically, okay? They notice their changes immediately. The pain goes away. They're able to do things that they've never done before. And it is a process. It's not a one-time process. The energy must be flushed into their bodies for a couple of weeks. And it's really effortless on my part. And I do have them help me. The person themselves aids and also interacts with me and visualizes the energy going through their bodies and going to the diseased parts and healing themselves. So the person themselves also play an important role in this.
Right, they participate as well.
Yes, they do. Yes. Now, with a person that has emotional issues, after I've cut their negative etherical cord, they will see a very gentle, subtle change in their disposition and their issues. And their issues are changed simply because when you've cut the energy cord, the negative energy cord, it translates to the brain in thought patterns of energy. And the energy, the thought patterns, shift. So when you instantaneously shift a thought pattern, it changes the issue. An emotional dependency, the addictions, it instantly changes it. But it takes a while for that person to understand that and realize it.
So for them to absorb the changes happen, but for them to realize the change and to absorb that this has happened to them,
yes,
takes some time.
Yes, yes. So emotionally it takes a little longer. Physically it happens instantaneously.
Excellent. What's the most powerful experience you've had with this modality in terms of seeing somebody recover from something or heal from something?
Well, I
something?
had one client that was complaining of a herniated disc. And what we did was we ran the energy through her chakras, unblocked certain areas, and then I energetically altered that area because I could see it that had the herniation. And I literally repaired it. And when I did that and started running the energy through that area, she felt no pain. And she every day gets better for her.
Well, that's amazing. That's wonderful. That's wonderful what you do here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very much.
Well, I thank you for being with me today.
Thank you, Bob. Oh, also, I would like to invite everyone that would like to come. I'm having a workshop every single Thursday from 6:30 to 7:30 at Griffin's Loft. And it's going to be $5 per person, and it's an introductory workshop that will tell you about etherical cords. I can sit you and let you know what type of etherical cords you have that are attached to your chakras. I can tell you about the disease process that you're complaining of and what we can do. And it's just a question and answer healing circle with a meditation. So that will be every Thursday from 6:30 to 7:30 at Griffin's Loft.
Outstanding. And your contact information is on the screen so people know how to get a hold of you. Okay, well, thanks again for being with me today.
Bob. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. Many, many blessings.